Hey guys, in this video we're going to be talking more about percentages. Let me block this light real quick. We're going to be talking about the percent of a number. So like what is 30% of 100, or 25 is what percent of 80. And then we're also going to be talking about percent change, so finding how much the population changes year to year and stuff like that. So let's get started. So let's start with percent change. Okay, so we're just finding how much it's changing by and then making that a percent. So basically a fraction into a percent. So to calculate the percent change, we're going to take the larger value minus the smaller value, then divide by the original value, or what we started with, and then times 100. So after we do that, we need to figure out if it was an increase, if it went up, or if it was a decrease. It went down. Okay, so a water bottle had 25 ounces of water in it and now has 20. So we're going to take the larger value, 25, minus the smaller value, 20. And when we started, the water bottle had 25 ounces. So that's what we're going to divide by. I'm just going to do the subtraction now. 25 minus 20 is 5. Divided by 25. 5 divided by 25 is 0.2. Then I'm going to do times 100. I get 20%. And it has less in it now than it did before, so that is a decrease. Okay. So same thing for this one. Find the percent change, identify as an increase or a decrease. Yesterday you ran 3.6 miles and today you ran 5.2. So we're going to take the larger value, 5.2, minus the smaller value, 3.6. Yesterday was what we started with, so divide by 3.6. Okay, then I'm just going to do the subtraction. 5.2 minus 3.6 is 1.6. So now it's 1.6 divided by 3.6. When I divide that, I get 0.44, and that 4 repeats. Then I need to multiply by 100 to make it a percent. That's 44.4 repeating percent. And I ran more today than I did yesterday, so that is an increase. Okay, and then we have the percent of a number, so 80% of students had the flu. There's 100 students, how many students had the flu? Something like that. So we kind of have two parts, two ways to say it. So there's this one, or another one, they're kind of the same thing. So the part over the whole, so the smaller portion divided by the total, we're going to set it up as a proportion, equals the percent over 100. Okay. Or is over of equals percent over 100. Okay. And this will always stay the same. This never changes. The other parts can change. So the percent is the number with the percent sign. Part goes with the word is, so what is. And then the whole is the number that goes with the word of. So what is 80% of 25? Of goes with 25. Okay. So the two forms are just different representations of the same thing. Oops, I erased my percent sign. Okay. So what number is 75% of 4? Well, I have 75 as my percent. Of goes next to 4. And I don't know what goes with is. So my percent is 75. Here we go. The whole, what it's out of, goes with 4. And I don't know what goes with the part, what the portion of is, so I'm going to use x as a variable. So I'm going to fill that in here. X over my whole is 4 equals 75% over 100. Then I'm going to cross multiply and solve. I'm going to do 100 times x equals 4 times 75. Okay, and then I'm going to do the multiplication. 100 times x is 100x. 4 times 75 is 300. And I need to solve for x, so since it's 100 times x, I undo that by doing the opposite. Divide by 100. X equals 3. So 3 is 75% of 4. Let's do one number, and I'm going to change this. We're going to do 5 is what percent of 60. That seems fun. Okay. It says what percent. So I don't know my percent, so I'm going to use an x for my variable. Is goes with 5. And it is out of 60. Okay, I'm just going to fill this guy in. 5 out of 60 equals, I don't know what percent, out of 100. Cross multiply. 5 times 100 is 500. 60 times x is 60x. I need to get x by itself, so I'm going to divide by 60. Okay. Get that x equals 8.33 repeating percent. So 5 is about 8% of 60. So I hope that was a good refresher on percent of a number and percent change. If you have any questions, as always, let me know, and have a mathematical day.